ना करने वालों के सभी रास्ते बंद होते हैं। ना करने वालों के सभी रास्ते बंद होते हैं। जीत उसी की होती है जिसके हौसले बुलंद होते हैं।
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all of you. This is Amit, and you are watching Study with Amit. So today we are here with class 10 syllabus of user-defined function. Today we will learn about user-defined functions. Let's go with this topic. So first we have, what is UDF? UDF stands for user defined function. UDF stands for user defined function. This is generally asked in questions in exams. So this is important. Kindly write it. After this, we have here public, static, void, main, this we know, this is argument. This is function, main function. Without this, program cannot work. Void means no output. Static means no object will be formed, and this public, we know it is an access specifier. So this is very important. This public is access specifier. This tells us that there is no object. Void tells us about there is no return from the program. This is main function of the program. Without this, program cannot work. And this is an argument. We know this. So copy down. So here we have a question. Write one function prototype which returns an integer value and name the function is prime and intakes one integer argument. Means we have to write a prototype. So if you are thinking that it is a program and we need space for it, so no need of tension, there is no need of space, just we have to write static static int is prime, and inside this we write int is one function. This is answer for this. This much only we have to write. So this is called prototype, which returns an integer value. So it will return an integer value and name the function is prime. We have named it is prime and intakes one integer argument. So this is argument, we know, inside this bracket. So int a is an argument. Write it, copy it down. Now we have a question. Write a program to print Fibonacci series by taking user input till n terms. So first what we will write, this imports class Fibo This is FIBO and this is FIBO. Both are different. So these three lines we know. After this, what we do in this, first we directly write what there is logic behind the program. So PLN A. This it will print inside this if condition. So copy down till here. After this, what we'll write? We'll write SOPLN A that is equal to 0 plus B. This will print what? This will print 0, 1. After this, what we'll write? We'll start for loop for int I is equal to 1 and I is less than equal to n minus 2. N minus 2 because two numbers are printed before only. So this is n minus 2 and I plus plus. This n minus 2 is because I have said this first and second variable is printed here. So here after this what we do, we write take one variable int c is equal to a plus b and we print SOPLN plus c. Here we have printed the value of c, a plus b, 0 plus 1, 1. That we know the logic. So we have printed this c. After this, what we do? We write a is equal to b and b is equal to c. So this, so all of you know that this is logic behind this Fibonacci series program. So after this, what we do? Copy down till here. So till there it was clear. After this we write again outside this bracket. This is so public static void main string args. This we write in every program in starting, but here we have to write in second part. So after this, what we write? We'll write as we have used scanner class. So we write scanner s is equal to new scanner system.in. This is because of scanner class. So after this we write enter n. We'll enter a value of n int no is equal to sc.next int. This much also we know, but after this, what we have to write? Till here it is taken input, but how this program will be connected with the above program? So we write here that was FIBO. So we write that here FIBO, and in bracket we write NO. And after this we close all the brackets. So this was the program. In this type of programs, generally this part works first and then that, because that is logical part, and here we have to take input first. So here it will call that one, and it that we have written, which we have written before, it will come here, and here all the function will be done and printed. So this was the program. Copy down. So thanks for watching this video. This video was all about the user-defined function. In next class, there is one important topic. Out of this topic, there is one important subtopic, which is functions. So we will do in next class, which is very important. And generally, the questions are asked surely from this functions. So this is very important. So hope you guys would have understood this today's classes. So thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, do share it with your friends. So thank you. Have a good day. Jai Hind.